Good morning to everyone. Glad you could be here today. It's Wednesday. So usually a master or masters come and speak with us today. So I have a card to share first. And it is attention. So let me read it to you. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm. I'm brave and hardworking. Being true. This has a lot of color in it. That's the image. I'm true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusion. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with power of love and of truth. And we'll do our final one at the end. So let's call in all the angels and the masters and create our experience of space for the group. Calling in Lord Gautama Buddha and his beautiful blue flame to be in the outer surrounding and the final inches of your own energy field to protect. And let's say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Breathe that in. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Breathe. And that is the mantra from Master DK. So let's say hello to everyone. So good morning, Cavell. Many blessings back to you. And good morning, Paul. And I did get your email. And I just wanted to comment to you, I do have a great mentoring program that you might be interested in. So you'll have to let me know if that interests you at all. Mary Ann, good morning. Yes, the sun has moved further away, but it's still in a radiance of rays. Good morning, Tierney and Barbara Ward. Many blessings to everybody. So, our talks today, they don't really tell me much before they come, but we can certainly hold understanding if we'd like, that we'd like to receive. So today it is Horus that is coming. He, which has the pineal gland in the center of the head, was his gift as a god of Egypt. He may talk about that. He may go somewhere else. I do not know. But the thing I know is it'll be something that we all need to hear. And also, Mary Magdalene will be coming again. So, sounds like a exciting time. And if there's any questions anybody has now, you can ask me or put on the floor. Yes, Horace is telling me he hasn't spoken often for very many people, so we can also have that understanding. Okay, let me get rid of this. All right. No questions. That means everybody's ready. So the next voice you hear will be Horace. I am humbled to come and to speak to those of you in this time. During the time of my existence, there was a great war between leaders and individuals, much thievery. So some things never change. And yet, what I need to speak to and what I believe is, as a leader, I had great care and concern for the people, their food, their well-being, their housing, the interaction between them and myself, seen as your government. This is not a judgment or a criticism in any way, but I just want to emphasize, if you can feel it from my humblest of hearts, this created a great change in our world at the time. Love in many ways was allowed to be so. My gift of sight enabled me to perceive so many new changes and ways of interaction and empowerment. This I offer to each of you as an individual that you can do by your own choice. Rising your consciousness to that where the perception becomes a greater balance, a greater experience of harmony, unifying, as if another is you and you are they. Not so much separation. I only offer. For there are two ways the wind blows. The wind blows gently and swirls around your energy and brings you peace, or it can be warlike and intrusive and movable and throw you around the yard or the home. Understand these things are all choice. They are all the choice you give to the part of you which is thought. What you think you deserve and embody is the answer, which over the eons has become to be known love, gentleness, peace, and harmony. So let's together look within for these things within you. Some chakras will be in harmony with all, some will hold one or two, but this is a great note-taking for you. What is it that you must enliven within you to feel the peace, to be a participant in your world of having this truth come forward? Challenges, certainly. Challenges are always set before us, mostly by our ego, the personality you see. And yet the personality is one that needs to sit in a room and listen and learn. Humbleness. Most importantly, the word surrender. Yes, I at one time also had a bit of a war like with my so-called brother, but that experience taught me it was not the way. It gained nothing other than for there to be freedom for myself and the people who lived under my reign, which, if you spoke to them today, would not call it that. They would call it living in harmony and happiness. So, first and foremost, you must decide what it is you are looking for. What it is that you want to place forth within from your heart. For what you send out will come back to you. You see, if you sit in surrender and simply love, surrender and love will come back to you. Our Father, in the grandness of that which He is, and it's beyond that word, knew how to create that within us for us to learn and to experience. So I say to you all the while that I am from a time long, long ago. That gift hasn't changed. The people who lived in my world after Seth disappeared felt freedom. I hear freedom ringing from your plane of existence, from Saint Germain, an old friend. Yes. But that cannot be without surrender. What does that mean? You must surrender how all things look. You must surrender and come to peace with that which shows itself each day. For when you become one who works through and with the hands of God in the heart of Mother, the heart of Father, it is their energy that you are bringing into the world. It is their love, their capacity to see beyond that which is. Horus, Yes, my name. And yet, I would desire for you to think of me of love and happiness, and that you can make that so. You can meet any challenge and make it so. You will learn if you read about me, and that which once I had to have, or I wanted so bad, only came once I surrendered. Once I knew the fight wasn't where I wanted to live. I wanted to be a participant in bringing forth truth. A participant. What does that really mean? It means going through the learning, the study, the time, the meditation. Getting to know Father and always Mother is such a joy. A joyful love. A joyful love. As I send it to you all now, I hope you feel it. Burden became no longer a reality in our world, for there is always a solver, a way to perceive, a way to love, a way to be. I came today for I feel my words may be pertinent to some and just lovely to others. But I am Horus, he who fought the dark warrior, who wanted it all for himself and wanted to do nothing but take from other people. I became he who joined in the celebration of love, into the celebration of helping. That love, as the door opened upon a doorstep, reached out and touched me. May this too be so for you. May it be so in surrender. Love everyone, for when you give empowerment to anything but that, it will walk home with you. For it would say to me that you have a lesson and you need to learn. So give back the truth, the beauty, the love, the harmony, the sweetness. And you will find that you are encouraged to be who you are, to know Mother and Father to another whole level of awareness. You see. So, many blessings to you. Seth was destroyed. It is a wonderful depiction of a movie called The Gods of Egypt. Yes. Peace and love. It is the truth. Many blessings. I'm just seeing if there's something. Yes, they do say that things never change, and that especially here upon the earth plane, we continue to go around and around. And yes, but he feels and sounds lovely. And Seth did disappear from his world in his life because he was conquered. Very interesting, even how Father God appears in that movie as one who protects his people from the damage of this large worm or entity. So you can even stretch your mind to understand how that too is occurring here. All right. And I don't know if you could feel the level of gentleness he had. It was very, very real. All right. So I will take a few breaths and call forth Mary Magdalene. Good. Yes, I am here. I feel glorified to be here for the subject I go to speak about is not glorified. Let's speak about shame. I am perhaps one of the first that you know of the writing of being shamed. And the words of the holiest Christ, that he who has sinned, be it he who throw the first rock. I can remember how I held my breath. And when I looked at the faces, I knew that they had. And they so did not understand the Master's gift to know if he would know. And that is why they hesitated. For if it weren't for that, they would have thrown the rock and not given any care to it. So it is true. And the last piece of it that people don't get is that which comes back to you is such a difficult place then to be and live. I know of one person I was spoken to recently, and he went and put his action to something that I felt was a complete betrayal of mother, father. And now he has returned home deadly ill with one unknown cancerous experience. Yes. And I can hear many different thoughts about what to do and all these things. And there are times, my friend, when things are karmic. And sometimes it is not appropriate to undo karma, to allow that being to continue. It is better to choose to allow them to discover within themselves. The participation would be a forgiving. And while we do have a forgiving Father in the sweetest of moments, it means more than that. It is a forgiving deep within the self. It is to know in the forgiving of God that you too can forgive you. And it isn't always followed and understood in that way. For instance, I may say, "Dear Father, forgive whatever is between this person and myself, and may it all move into the light." And this can be done because it is not such a problem between core beings of light. So, forgiveness. Interesting to contemplate. I would suggest everyone here to write in your diary about forgiveness and how you perceive God's experience in that, and then how do you perceive your reaction to it. Is there a way in the human form that people can spread forgiveness everywhere? Interesting thought, correct? An interesting thought. For that is the truth of what God does. The journey is exactly that. It's a journey. Every turn you take, every step you walk, every eye-catching perception to another, you are growing. You are growing. I can still remember the illuminated eyes of my Christ. And when he looked at me and I illuminated, I could feel it. And he would set me free. He would forgive. And then I would forgive me. And in that, knowing I would never again cross that line. But never again did I. For I learned about honor. There are many things in our world to honor. Many things in the relationship with God to honor. His word, his loving heart, the gift of forgiveness, knowing that no matter how bad the situation is, he's willing and loving you enough to pick you up and carry you. And he is willing to mentor you to be all that you can be. Yes. There are also the angelic kingdom now, which come and are with me, many very often. So I encourage you to welcome them around you, for it is a continual blessing. Blessing is different and a forgiveness. Blessing is a knowing it so and giving it truth and a visual that knows. Dia Dabokishinahati, Leda Kapashinahata Tishi. Ah, Bal Kalshanahate Betu, Lada Ketishina Mohashapa. Frequency, sound is becoming the greatest healer. As we would cleanse the feet, we would tone as all of the centers are in the feet, and there would be illumination. Also within the hands. Those blood vessels that move through the legs carry much from the past to be illumined and to be set free through sound. Yes. Thank you, my friends, for coming and sitting with me. It is encouraging of the lives we've led and what can still be learned from all of them. Many blessings. Okay, let me see. Yes, I hope you felt that. He is a great about steadfast love. For the first thing he did was to return into the darkness to bring the love of his life back home with him. Yes. Does anyone else have any questions? I recently had someone with legs that for years, every day, they had to take pills for restless legs, pills for pain. And after 21 sessions, she has no pain, no nothing. She walks and is active. So let it be understood that you never know to what level you have taken on things from the past that bring forth what you're living in this moment. It is very powerful. And yeah, Very powerful indeed. So, let me pull our final card. If there's no question, I suggest to have joyful anticipation in the earth situation. Yes, thank you, Barbara. So I want this to be a card for the consensus of everyone, and then the interaction of the words and the sharings that we receive. I love these cards. Oh, look how it's shivering. Unconditional love. How about that? My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and the beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. As I sit here, I'm not so sure forgiveness is a word that came. There's never a mistake, but forgiveness is a powerful word. And this, I believe, is a great truth for today. Creation. Look, that doesn't take on anything but what it is. I have the power to direct my life with a constructive attitude. I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmation action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. And I think that is all the messages together. But look at it, it's not needing to add anything to that. So how is everyone feeling? There's still 10 here. You know, if you haven't watched that movie, I believe it's called The Gods of Egypt. Very powerful. And it really runs deep inside of you about God and what they all went through before us, before we have what we had. You know, it's all within us. The memories, the experiences. And that's the profoundness of it. Joyful anticipation is a good focus for my day. Thank you. May freedom be your thought. May love and bliss be a part of you. Just carry the thought in that pineal gland, the center of the mind, and keep repeating it. And the message will come clear, and you will see evidence of it before you. All right? So I wish you all to have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday with the Eye of Horus Monday teaching. And I'm grateful to both of our masters today who came forward. Many blessings.